While Cincinnati plans to crack down on prostitution for this summer's All-Star game, some homeowners are asking, what about us?
Drug dealing, break-ins, and prostitution have them feeling trapped. Local 12's Rich Jaffe is in Carthage, where some residents reached out for help. Rich?
Cami, Vine Street right here at 70th doesn't look like it's in the middle of a crime wave, but let me tell you, this area is incredibly busy for all the wrong reasons. And what starts here ends up going just a few blocks away down the street and leaving its mark on the longtime homeowners who live in this community. Some of the homeowners on West 69th Street in Carthage say there's so much prostitution, drug dealing, and break-ins in their neighborhood they're afraid to come out of their own homes. They say prostitutes openly ply their trade on the streets and alleys surrounding their houses.
It's really a big deal. The prostitution, it's all over in Carthage. Up on Vine, it starts all over up on Vine Street by the banks. I've watched them come out and make deals with people that left the bank. I've had them behind my house.
Around lunchtime, just a few blocks away, it was easy to spot young women coming and going from vehicles over and over again. But they don't stay on Vine Street. Nancy Coleman's husband's family has lived here since the 30s. Neighbors see the same young women around here over and over again.
Behind her house one day there was 5 guys and her without her clothes on back there. I mean, in broad daylight. We have children. That gentleman there's from Mexico. He's got a 9-year-old granddaughter over there. We shouldn't have to put up with stuff like that.
Doug Harrell's put up cameras on every corner of his tiny house and installed a wooden privacy fence on top of his chain link fence. Why?
Because everybody keeps stealing my stuff. I can't leave nothing out, even the junk they steal.
On each side of Doug's house is an abandoned house. Neighbors say prostitutes frequently use the empty houses to take care of their business.
We don't know. So I called you because last time we had trouble, you helped us. And we want our neighborhood back where we can live here and come and go and sit on our porch and not be afraid.
All right, so what do you do? Well, I talked with Cincinnati police, and I'm told that Cincinnati police, and in particular the Vice Unit, are well aware of the problems out here, and they're trying to do something about it. However, the captain for District 4 tells me that this is much more than just a prostitution problem. This is a human trafficking and a heroin problem, and that's what's making it so difficult. One of the other problems out here, as you saw, the abandoned buildings. And I called my friend Ed Cunningham at Buildings and Inspections, and he told me that one of those houses beside Doug's house is slated for demolition, but it kind of got stalled, so he's going to see if they can crank that up. And they're also going to take a closer look at the other house there because the prostitutes clearly are using those houses to ply their trade. One of the other suggestions that I made to the homeowners here is this is a perfect scenario to fire up a neighborhood watch program, and they have to take some responsibility for what's going on here if it's going to get fixed. So that's about the best we can do at this point, but we'll keep an eye on it. In Carthage, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News. Cami?
You know, Rich, I grew up not too far from there, and it was really a thriving and wonderful area. When I was younger, we would walk through there all the time, no problems at all. It's so sad that these people have to be afraid there.
It's very sad, and I will tell you what, we have been floored by the amount of activity out here, and I'm talking about the negative kind. Even when we pulled up for this live shot, we clearly saw young ladies who had other things on their mind than being on TV walking up and down these streets, and there are a lot of guys coming by as they get off work to swing by here and see what's going on. So we'll keep an eye on it.
All right, Rich, thank you. If you have similar problems in your neighborhood and you are interested in starting a neighborhood watch group, just contact the crime prevention officer in your police district. And we have a list of those numbers in the Cincinnati Police Department for you at local12.com. Click on the red Get It button for a link to Invest in Neighborhoods, Inc.